Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Florida Gators offense will come out first. The meeting last year between these two teams really underscored the fact that Georgia never really seemed to find its rhythm, and also sent signals that Florida may be on the rise.
Yeah, it was super close. Remember, DJ Lagway, who we all know is sensational, a stud. Like, he was playing really good football. He gets hurt, he goes out. Palmer, the Florida defense played great, turned over Carson Beck several times, but I think the quarterback spot they felt like held them back. That's not a thing today.
No, and I think...
Turning it on! Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Lagway. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he rushes it right through. Right, it's good from 59. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? It comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. In the backfield, it's Bell. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
To the air, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the move, it's ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at. On that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before.
He's got it on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a third and long in their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Wants to go up top on first down. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Yeah, and that It's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Handoff to the single running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Got the quick pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Get him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just keeps slinging it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Fires to the end zone. Pick off. What a
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Zips it out to his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Grabbed in the middle, it's Livingston. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Grabbed over the middle. It's Belt. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
First half coming to an end. Offensively, you're trying to put a drive together and get back in this ball game. The last thing you wanted to do was turn the football over, dig yourself an even bigger hole. Not good execution by the offense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but it might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Gonna run it. It's ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you that number one
brings it down on the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Bell. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bell. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Sometimes you need a little luck off that wide upright and through. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Lagway. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking for room, it's Ball. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but can you have a return like that? It pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
Touchdown, Dogs! They take the lead with the 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today between Penn State and Ohio State. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the...
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Ball. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, I find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Trying play action. He's going to let it go. He's got it down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you can tell, all eyes on this team. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw at Stockton. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds his man. It's Bell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
try to sneak it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 36 to USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Back to pass. It's Lagway. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to pass on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. To fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. one-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Look out, he's got room. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, they go with the toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.